Good morning, good evening. Welcome to Kingdom of the Southern Gates. I had to think of the name for a second. This scene, Rocky is just returning to the mansion. She's been kind of avoiding an appointment with her doctor because she found out something about her doctor but it wasn't her doctor per se. It's a long story and you'll understand in a minute. But Rocky's coming in. She's got an oversized t-shirt on and it looks like she has just that and uh, knee-high boots, not cowboy, but combat boots, and a jacket slung over her shoulder, and just like a big smile on her face. And she's heading to her room to drop stuff off and wait for Rose.
Rose shows up a short time later. She had gone back to her room to change her clothes because she was kind of scantily clad before. So she comes back dressed a little better. Um,
Where you been, babysitting?
goes back to her room, checks on Dominic. I'm sure he's still asleep.
Still asleep.
She pulls her clothes on. She'll give him a kiss on the cheek. Puts her jeans and shirt back on from earlier, and had to go and meet up with Rocky.
Rocky will probably hear a knock on her door then, I'm guessing. Who is it?
I'm here about
It's Rose.
Oh, come in. Just close the door behind you.
She walks in and shuts the door.
She sees Rocky in jean shorts, combat boots, and her back's to you, so you see a large portion of artwork done on her back. But she has nothing else on the top of her, but she seems to be going through drawers.
She smiles at Rocky and she says, "So, have you had a good day?"
Oh, yeah, it was all right, I guess. Why?
Do you not remember our text conversation earlier?
Of course I remember our text conversation. She just puts her hands on the dresser and just kind of just stands there looking down.
Just stands there, she folds her arms and she goes, "You are so adorable right now. I'm happy for you. Get a shirt on so we can go and get this over with. Come on."
Yeah, that's what I was working on. And she pulls out a bra, puts it on, puts the milk soaking pads in, and puts on a shirt, changes boots into just like something she can slip off easily, and shimmies out of her shorts and puts on like yoga pants. No, actually, she puts on like a knee-length skirt because it's easier going to a doctor. She's not sure how she's going to handle going to the doctor though. When she turns around and looks at Rose.
And Rose holds her arm out for Rocky.
So I'm really doing this, huh?
Yes, come on.
Okay. She'll take her arm and just kind of go with her. She knows it needs to happen. She knows she needs to get this over with. She wants to make sure that not him, even though it was him, not him. And they will make their way to the infirmary.
Well, him is there. He's sitting behind the desk. Basically writing stuff down and hanging out with Rafi.
Afternoon, doctor.
He'll smile at them.
Rose will grin at Rafi.
I'll give her kind of a He'll bite his lip and give her a grin.
Rocky looks tense.
You okay?
Yeah, I think. Maybe not really.
Bro,
Huh?
it's just a routine checkup. You'll be okay.
Just a routine checkup. Uh-huh. She glances up at Rose. Um, where are we doing it? The checkup thing?
The exam room. What point?
And she will head that way, letting go of Rose if she doesn't seem to be moving quickly with her.
Rose will actually just kind of keep her in front of her and keep her moving. Like, come on, Rocky.
Is there
Oh, she was
something
moving.
wrong?
Okay.
Okay.
We can talk in the exam room.
Okay.
She
He'll
goes in
get her
and
in. Kind of motion the little paper gown to her, like, you can wear that.
right. Oh,
I'll go out for a second while you change. He'll step out and close the door.
and she stares at that gown, just staring at it for a moment.
Rose will tap her shoulder.
Not him. I know it's not him.
You're okay. I'm here.
She nods. You can see the slight tremble in her shoulders for a moment, and she starts changing into the gown and gets back on the table. So she's very clearly not laying on the table like you're normally expected, like ready. She's
Mhm.
just sitting on the table, like staring at the door.
Yeah, a couple seconds later, he'll come. He'll kind of knock and say, "Everything good?"
Come on in.
He'll come in and kind of sit on the stool with a clipboard. Hi.
Hi. We need to talk.
Okay.
And she shifts uncomfortably.
Did something happen? Did you drink something? Take drugs?
No. Um,
Have sex with a new partner? I what kind of like.
no.
Not yet.
Rocky just kind of turns her head slowly, like, really?
Rose shrugs her shoulders. What?
No, that's not the problem. And she closes her eyes. How long ago were you taken?
Oh, shit. 7 years ago?
She nods, biting her lip. But I was afraid of. Okay, or it's not afraid of. That's good. That means you're not that Dr. Howlett. You're not. You're not him.
Fuck. You
Okay.
found out.
Did get her memories back.
And she's just kind of rubbing her legs as she's sitting there. Her eyes are still closed.
She wasn't the one who that happened to.
Yes,
It
I
was
was.
Fetch. Oh,
Started before that. Before I was taken. I thought they were bad dreams. That I misunderstood. I was a child. I was a child. My mom was always busy with the phone call or something. Left me with the doctor, and they'd been really yelling at me, and he asked if I was going to be a good girl today, and I just nodded because I was tired of being yelled at, you know? I was never what they wanted. They wanted me to be prim and proper and girly, and he said
Says a case.
he said he could help with that and make my parents like me, and he had me put on one of the gowns so that my clothes didn't get messed up, and he was going to check me to make sure that I was ready, he said, ready for being the good girl that they wanted me to be.
Rose will squeeze Rocky's hand.
So he I have to remember it's him and not you. It's him and not you. He had me get on the table and started checking. One finger hurt. Two fingers really hurt. And then he started checking the other hole. And she kind of pulls her knees up under the gown and kind of wraps her arms around them. He did that. He made sure my mom came back with me for regular checkups once a month. Went that way for 6 months before he said I was ready to be a good girl, like my parents wanted me to be. And she just lays her head on top of her knees and kind of rocks there on the table.
Rose will sit on the table a little bit behind her and just wrap her arms around her.
When you wrap your arms around her, you feel like she's trying to squeeze in even further, almost away from touch at the moment. Trying to make herself smaller, less noticeable, maybe.
She'll remove her arms and just kind of rub her back instead.
You see a tear roll down Lucas's cheek. He did that to my daughters too, actually. They think their father I have a granddaughter actually who she was adopted out, of course. Obviously, that was actually the tip off that it was going on. My daughter got pregnant, and I gave it away. And I didn't know.
So long and Katie,
Hmm?
you know how everything's kind of different, time goes weird, memories kind of fuzz.
Mm-hmm.
I got to where I thought they were just a dream that I had.
Yeah.
After 10 years, they stopped happening as often. They've only happened maybe once a year now. Um, um, But
Rafi, Dr. Adro is actually his specialty was OBGYN. Um, I'm sure he'll be glad to see him.
she nods kind of numbly.
He's really good.
The night I was taken, I had been having really bad pains and something came out in the toilet. I don't know. I'd been hurting all day. But I kind of passed out, and when I came to, I was being dragged through the hedge. Hob or goblins, something like that. I don't know. I don't know anymore. And she was kind of, her arms move from around her legs to around her stomach, and she just kind of rocks, holding it.
Hearing this, tears will stream down Rose's face.
Yeah,
She didn't know that.
I'll shake his head and I'll say, I'll go get Dr. Adro. And he'll walk out. And a few minutes later, Rafi will step in and smile at her softly.
She's still kind of looking at her knees.
I have your medical history. And everything so far. He'll kind of look over the file for a minute. Like stop and kind of look over the file. Today was just a routine checkup.
She'll nod.
You don't have to do pelvic examination or ultrasound. You're still early enough that we don't really need to address a birthing plan. But we should probably at least decide what method you'd like to use. Water birth, medication, things like that.
What are my options?
There's a few. None of them obviously have to be decided on today. I recommend water birth the best for myself. I just find it to be a very relaxing and kind of a pleasant experience. It takes some of the strain off of your belly.
May I have people with me?
Of course. I don't usually recommend, especially for the lost labor in hospitals. So you can have whoever you feel like filling the room with. I mean, granted, you're going to be bringing a new baby into the world. It should be a sterile-ish environment.
Right. Of course.
That if everything goes according to plan and you don't have to have a cesarean section. This infirmary is fitted with an OR, but really doesn't like to leave the manor, does he? Wow. Anyway. But
no, it's awkward when you have a T-Rex to leave the manor.
That's true.
Rose will chuckle at that.
But yeah, I think we're good. And you haven't smoked, drank, eaten any high-risk foods, pufferfish, stuff like that. You haven't done drugs.
I had a poached egg and pancakes.
Okay, he'll shrug. That's okay. Um,
I usually eat ice cream and cake.
may want to pack in some. Has anybody gone over a
I
healthy
have
diet for you?
neonatal, prenatal pills.
And you know what? Those are very, very good, and it's better than nothing. But you still should at least try to. So just
I
put two
have
small
green
fingers together.
stuff. I have green stuff. Usually Mountain Dew.
Rocky, okay, that's not the right kind of green stuff. Um, do you not eat the meals prepared here?
I had chicken parmesan last night with Devin.
You should really eat what they make for us here because that would be good.
Why don't he'll kind of point at Rose like, why don't you he'll kind of point between them, help here?
Yeah, she nods. Didn't realize that she was eating so poorly. I would have done something about it sooner.
Potty usually brings me down for cake or ice cream after dance lessons.
Yeah, I'll talk to her about feeding you something a little bit better. She'll nod. You need protein, not sugar.
She'll just kind of
Some
nod.
is good, but not all the time. No, especially after vigorous activity like dance lessons. She'll kind of raise an eyebrow.
So, yeah, I'm sure that this is going to be. I'm sure this is going to go smoothly. In a couple of months, you'll be holding your baby in your arms.
At the rate she's growing, it'll probably be next month.
Well, okay, there's that too.
Yeah, she's been growing 3 times as fast, right?
He'll look over at Rose and be like, "How's your liver doing?"
Um, as far as I know, it's doing okay. She kind of smiles.
Do you have a minute? Actually, I had to. He'll point behind him, like, I need to talk to you for 1 second.
Sure, Rocky, will you be okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And she'll step out.
He'll step outside with her for a second, and he'll kind of look around, like left, right, really quick, and he'll smile at her.
She'll smile back. What's up?
He'll put his fingers to his lips and go, "Shh," and he'll lean down and give her a soft kiss.
Oh. She'll kiss him back.
He kind of put a growl in his throat. And he'll smile down at her, say, "That was all."
She'll actually blush a little bit and just smile and nod.
And he'll just step back and just kind of like go back to looking neutral.
She'll take a breath and also go back to looking neutral and go back into the room.
I don't know if Dr. Adair wants to talk to me again, but let him know I don't blame him.
I don't think he thinks that you do. I just think that he thinks it's best that he's not the one to treat you, seeing the conflict of interest.
She'll nod. So what do we need to check today?
He'll look at Rose Epidural or spinal block? I should have asked that part too. If it comes down to it, of course.
For as small as she is, which would you recommend?
Epidural.
She'll nod. Okay.
But it's a very productive pain, labor. It really is. I've never experienced labor, but I have seen enough women experiencing labor that.
Well, I've never experienced labor either.
We did do this thing one time where we had the electrodes on us that made it simulate labor pains.
Oh, no.
Oh. Thomas is a braver man than I.
She'll grin.
Do I need to do Lamaze classes or anything? I saw those on TV once.
Laws is bullshit. Don't worry about it. I'll teach you how to breathe. He'll hold a finger up. I'm sorry. I should have been better than that. Do not need to take
No, actually, Rockie likes it when people are real with her, so yeah. Fine.
The last classes were it, and I can teach you how to breathe. You can learn how to breathe. There are techniques, but it's also more just about not being afraid of the moment. A lot of the pain that comes with childbirth is not knowing what the fuck you're doing. Whatever. And you get scared because it's like, what's going to happen? What if I poop myself? And what's this and that? Look, you're going to poop on me, okay? Like, let's just be clear of that right now. You're probably going to piss on me too. You're going to bleed on me. You're going to scream. I've had people hit me. I had somebody break my arm once, actually. That really hurt. Like, anything that you could shoot me. I've been shot in my shoulder. He'll pull his shirt, like, over his, like, arm. He's got a, like, gunshot wound in his shoulder. I got shot in my shoulder. Still trying to figure that one out. Anyway.
They had bad aim.
Wow. Anywho. Do me a favor and don't aim for anything that's like critical on me or I'll have to strap you down, and that's a whole new fetish we don't want to get into. Anywho.
What is it with people and fetishes today?
So moving along, my height recommendation and a non-fetish version is you have a water birth.
Okay.
That's where we put you in this beautiful, magical little tub filled with these gorgeous acids that come out of this bag and salts and stuff like that. And you get into the water and your birthing partner lovingly holds you from behind and you scream and screech for 7 hours until something pops out of your loins in a pool of water. It's amazing.
Rose is like, okay.
I mean, that's not how it is.
Okay.
And you don't have to stay on your back, by the way. You could like get on your side. You could lay on your side. You could like put one leg up on like the back of a chair. We can do this. We got it.
Who's gonna be my birthing partner?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Probably me or the guy you just met.
Okay, listen. Do you understand how weird what you just said sounds?
Don't worry. The guy was. Devin had a vision.
Okay, I understand you now. We're good. Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome.
So your birthing partner. I need a name.
For now, let's just go with me. Hopefully.
Okay, your birthing partner Rose. Hopefully. Your birthing partner Rose, hopefully. If not in labor herself, or dying of liver poisoning.
Stop with that, please! Oh my god!
I really want to know what's going to happen to you. I'm so sorry you're an experiment to me.
Thanks!
I'm fascinated!
That's all I am to you, huh? Just an experiment?
You know what? No, and also a sex partner. Oh! His hand slaps over his mouth.
Rockie doesn't seem phased.
She just... She shakes her head.
Did you give him a hand job in the hallway or something?
No,
Dang, you didn't
no,
come
do you
that
think
quick.
that's quick?
I don't know. I've only
They
been
both kind of
home.
said that at the same time. That was great.
No, you made out like normal people. What the fuck? There is a T-Rex somewhere in this house. I don't care. I'm moral. I don't hold any fucking responsibility to moral society and or its convictions.
Yes, he pulled me outside and gave me a kiss, okay?
Just kind of shrugs.
Anywho, back to doing my job of getting this baby out of your vagina, okay? I really want this process to go as smooth as possible. So we're gonna be a team here, and we're gonna make this baby happen, and you're gonna love your child. It's gonna be great, and I can't even begin to tell you how fucking beautiful this whole experience is gonna be. There's gonna be tears and snot and booger crying, and it's just gonna be fucking amazing, and you're gonna be so happy, and you're probably gonna get pregnant just so we can do this again. Not by me.
I was thinking about it, but
You
and then
really
she
like the guy you
blushes.
just met. Whoa.
Rosie looks surprised, like, wow, she's really falling for him, is what she's thinking. Like, damn.
Well, okay then. So, I guess we'll schedule you up for the follow-up appointment. He'll nod. For
I
this
don't know what
baby,
I would
not the
give up.
next.
I don't know
No.
what I would give up for another baby, though.
You know, there are other ways to have children as lost. It just doesn't happen naturally. Artificial insemination is a thing. That works sometimes.
Okay.
But can we get through the first one? And can you be sure that you don't even know if he's going to be your birthing partner right now? You're not stable enough in your relationship to decide this man is going to be your birthing partner, yet you're ready to have a baby with him. I like
He
you.
actually asked if he could be there. We're gonna have a Labor Day date night.
Hey, that actually sounds solid.
Aw. Well, then do you just want to make him your birthing partner? Since by then I don't know what kind of shape I'll be in. She kind of shoots a look at Robbie.
You'll be like 2 months pregnant. Like a third of the way I am now.
Yeah, but we're going to be speeding it up, so.
You said you weren't doing that until like November or something.
Well, I imagine we might want to do that gradually and not all at once.
I could deliver your baby right now, but it's not going to go well.
No.
Okay.
I don't even have a house right now. No.
It's also called an
you
abortion.
do.
I'll do it right now. Okay, technically it's a delivery, but it's an abortion. And I don't want to abort your baby. Please keep it in you.
No.
No
You
thumbs
do
up.
have a house, actually.
Like puts her hands protectively over her stomach.
I'm not going to take your baby. I'm not a dingo. I'm a wolf. That did not help, did it? Nope.
Nope.
She kind of looks over at Rose. You guys do have a house. A big one with a fair bit of property.
Huh?
Gave Devin the keys yesterday. It's all his.
Oh, honey. Well, I'm going to add that to the list of things to talk to Devin about when I see him or tomorrow. I'm still not sure which.
So do you need to check anything? Blood pressure?
Hold
Weight?
on. I just wanted to make sure you were cool before I touched you.
I may tense up when you touch me, but that happens with most people.
I mean, I'm not going to actually touch you. There is no part of my body that needs to be on you today. That's going to be later on down the line.
Slightly concerned look, but just a kind of okay, whatever nod.
I have to check to see how dilated you are on the day you give labor.
Yeah, he's going to have his hands up in there.
I could have an
She
assistant.
looks at his hands.
Do you not know it?
You've been health
Rocky.
ed before, right? Do you know how labor? Oh,
No, she was taken when she was, what, 9?
Rocky nods.
And she's
okay,
never been
okay,
to school. But this is, oh god, this is why my job is so fucking important.
It
Rocky,
is.
you and I are gonna have a conversation later.
Please do me that favor.
Yep, I will. It's my job as Sage Escort. I will. She nods.
Thank you. He'll motion to the scale, please.
She'll slide down off the table and go stand on the scale.
He'll record the weight, and he'll track it next to how much she weighed last time, and he'll sit her down and take her blood pressure, and her temperature, and her oxygen pulse, and all that. And he'll record all that down. And then he'll basically smile at her. Okay, I need you to come back in 2 weeks. Unless you start, if you grow much more, you'll get what I mean. Then I need you to come and see me sooner if you have any concerns or anything like that. But if not, come and see me in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, I'll be about 6 more weeks along.
Which is about exactly how much it would be if you were normally pregnant. It's not until the end of it that we start like walking you every single day. I mean, you can come by sooner if you want. I just don't need to see you until another 2 weeks, and I'm going to do another ultrasound. And we'll go from there.
Okay. 2 weeks. So the 19th.
The 19th.
19th-ish.
Ish.
Okay.
And you, Hill Point of Rose, need to see me tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I said
Probably
Friday.
after hours.
No, if I wanted to see her right now, whatever. You can close your eyes. Yes, I need to see more importantly tomorrow, please. Thank you.
She nods. Yep, I know. She can see me too.
I mean, if you really want, I can see you. I'm seeing you right now, but not as much as I'd like to. And
She closes her eyes and smiles.
apparently, I'm monogamous right now, so I don't know. He'll hold his hands up.
No. What?
Apparently, that's why Petrova is whooping my girlfriend's ass through the house. You didn't hear that scream?
Oh. She did that.
Apparently, she said something to her grandfather about us being monogamous and something. I don't know.
She just, like, kind of drops her jaw. I'm gonna have to find out more about this.
I don't think we're monogamous. I think she was just saying it to make him cry.
I know, that's what I think too, but I want to know why.
I know, right? That's juicier than my
It
lunch.
is!
Bye.
And I'm sorry, but I live on gossip.
Well,
Yeah, when you
she
find
seems to like
know what-
being hurt, so she maybe did it just so he would hurt her.
Oh, yes.
I mean, of
God,
course you would. Yeah, duh.
Biter.
A reason to get him to cry because of what his tears are for, so.
Who got hurt enough that they wanted Phoenix tears?
Right?
Or like lick his chops, wolf. Like, juicy gossip. Okay, when you find out, come back and tell me.
I will, for sure.
That's fine.
Wait, what was the last thing you said?
You missed it. I'm sorry.
You were talking really fast.
I know I
Was that
did.
the point?
Yes.
Well, tell me out of character. She didn't catch it, but tell me. No?
Make sure you wear those red lace panties I like so much. Smile like a wolfish grin. And I look back at Rocky. I think this is going to be great. And he'll nod at her. His tail is like wagging, his ephemeral wolfish tail. His ears are going like, okay, I gotta go.
Bye, doctor.
Have more patience. Have more patience. I can stay with you just like about 5 minutes longer, but I actually do really have more patience.
No, you can go. Thank you,
No,
doctor.
she has someone to get back to.
He'll shift his wolf form, pick the clipboard up in his mouth, and trot off. With the lab coat still on, by the way, in his wolf form.
Rose will look to Rocky.
Yes.
And a hug. I love you, you know that?
She nods.
She'll kiss her on the cheek. What did you say his name was? Arlie, right?
She nods, and the hint of a smile comes across her face for the first time since she got here.
Yeah, let's get you back to him.
He's got.
I need to get back to Dom anyway, so I might go see Milo for a bit. Luke on the. No, I will check on Luke on the way out.
Well, you can go check on him now, and I'll get changed.
Are you sure?
She'll nod.
Be all right by yourself?
She starts to say something, but she doesn't even get words out, and she just nods.
Okay, honey. I love you.
She nods.
And she'll step out of the room and she'll go find Luke.
She can't find him, actually.
Damn. She has his number, right? She should.
Maybe not, actually.
I mean, he's been her doctor, so I'm sure that she would have it for emergencies.
He has his number for emergency purposes.
Yes. So,
he does call him, it goes right to voicemail.
okay. She'll actually go back in the room and tell Rocky, I can't find him. He's not here and he's not answering his phone. Gonna go check on Dom again, but then I think I'm gonna go find him or Milo or both. She'll nod.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you need to know you. Tomorrow, go find him and apologize. He's a consort. He's around here all the time. Tomorrow, you go find him. Please. Rocky.
What?
Answer?
She's just kind of got her eyes closed while she's putting her shoes on.
Come on, we talked about this.
I know. I'll talk to him.
Tomorrow.
I'll talk to him.
Tomorrow. I'm not leaving this room until you tell me you're talking to him tomorrow. We'll be here all fucking night.
Lays down on the bed.
You stubborn fucking bitch. He's Rocky.
I'll talk to him.
I swear to God, if you don't talk tomorrow, I'm coming and finding your ass. I don't care that you're pregnant. You to him myself. boys.
He shrugs.
She turns around and mumbles something about how Devin is right. She's a fucking stubborn ass bitch.
Just remember, he learned it from someone.
That's a good place to end the scene, yeah?
Prop.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Goodbye.